It's the part of the show that we call Coronavirus Q&A, and we actually ask your questions to some of the experts out there to see what they think about what is happening during this whole COVID-19 crisis. We are joined by Dr. Mike Villarreal from the UTSA Urban Education Institute. Of course, he's a former Texas representative, ran for mayor of San Antonio, but now the Urban Education Institute is studying students and how they learn. Am I explaining that right, Mike?
Yes, you are. You are. How they're experiencing distance learning during this time of COVID.
Explain what you hope to find out in this whole thing.
We want to understand how students are experiencing the distance learning requirement. We have a big urban community, very diverse set of public school students, and the families that come from are all in different neighborhoods and have different socioeconomic circumstances. And we want to help our school districts plan for the next semester. And so we're trying to collect data to understand how students have learned during this period. And we also want to find answers to questions like, what is distance learning good for? What is it not good for? Because we suspect that distance learning is going to continue with us to some degree. And there may be another crisis in our near future that we need to be prepared for. But this technology of connecting to the classroom, connecting to teachers, connecting to lessons is a real innovation. There's a whole lot of experimentation taking place, and we want to make sure that our education leaders take advantage of it and learn from it.
How concerned are you that there's no playbook on this pandemic and how it should be handled when it comes to our students and when it comes to our kids? How concerned are you that some kids are going to fall behind in this process?
I am very concerned that we're going to see a greater widening of the achievement gap in education between the haves and the have-nots. School is, I believe, we're going to look back and discover a very important equalizer. It's a place where all kids can go and find caring adults, can connect to their peers, can have focused, structured time to read, to study, to learn, to communicate. And in this new scenario that we're all living through, that is taken away. For some students, it's not a big deal. At their homes, they have the technology, they have their own desk, they have the workspace, they don't have to share a computer, they don't have to get a job to help the family. They're going to continue to progress, maybe not as much as they were previously. But for the children who maybe are now finding themselves as the main breadwinners because mom and dad have been laid off, or are not considered critical workers. The fast food industry is employing a lot of our teenagers, and a lot of them are not keeping up with their studies. They're providing for their families. They have very spotty internet connection and low familiarity and self-efficacy with computers. For those particular kids, their learning I'm concerned, is going to drop off.
And that has to actually do with our first question that we have from one of our viewers tonight. It's many households can't afford some of the technology or extra bandwidth needed for long-term distance learning. What are schools doing to assist students in need?
I want to give a cheer to our school districts. They're all hustling and experimenting with ways of closing the digital divide. I can tell you that VIA and SAISD have rigged their buses and driven them into neighborhoods where we know there is low participation in broadband subscription. Southwest ISD has turned their public buildings into mega Wi-Fi centers, and so students and families can drive up their cars to connect. SAISD has raised money and found money in different accounts and reallocated it to buy technology, laptops, tablets, to distribute it to their students. There's been a lot of hustle to close the digital divide. However, having technology, having access to Wi-Fi is not enough. There are a whole lot of other family circumstances that impact learning. And so I'm afraid we're going to see a greater kind of diversity of experiences during this period.
All right, next question. With the school year ending early, how are students getting their final grades, and how will that affect them moving on to the next grade?
Yeah, grading policy is district by district, and in some cases, school by school. So it's going to vary. Everything is being communicated online or through the mail. So school districts are both allowing their students to see grades if the assignments are being graded online through secure accounts, and of course report cards are also being mailed out.
I want to talk about college students now in this next question. Alamo College has just announced a plan to keep students in school and on track by giving out scholarships, which would cover tuition and fees and allow them to use financial aid for living expenses. Do you see other schools implementing similar plans?
I do. I think we're again going to see a lot of experimentation on adjusting, adapting to this new period, and really it represents a natural experiment where we are seeing interventions to deal with this situation that had never been tried before. Take for example SAT scores. Schools are communicating to students that when they apply, they do not have to submit their SAT scores. Not all of them, but a lot of colleges who always accepted and included SAT scores, ACT scores as part of the admissions process are putting a pause on that. And so it creates an opportunity for us education researchers to see, does that really make a difference? Are we going to see a different success rate of students, a different group of students getting into schools? And are we going to see different success rates going forward? Maybe we're going to learn that some of the things that we were doing before that we thought were really important because we always have been doing it a certain way aren't as important.
Interesting. All right, final question for you. What do you say to parents out there who are concerned about distance learning and how much their kids are getting out of this whole experience?
Mm-hmm. Well, I think it is really important to be an advocate for your child and to see and observe how are they spending their time. I think this is an opportunity to sort of go back to the basics and encourage students to just read a book. If they have a musical instrument, just try to practice, to do things that maybe they didn't have time to take on before this event. Now maybe there's some time to learn how to take out grandma's sewing machine, learn how to cook a meal. I would say try to fill your child's time with activities that they are drawn to naturally and encourage that.
Look for the opportunities, not the drawbacks.
That's right. Yeah. Absolutely.
All right. Urban Education Institute at UTSA Director Dr. Mike Villarreal, thank you for your time tonight, Mike.
Thank you, Steve.
We'll be right back.